Kwa mutugo wigirĩrĩki munene wa mandagĩtarĩ nĩ kũrigitana mwĩhoko arĩ kũhonia na kũhorohia ruo rwa mũrwaru, no ũrigitani-inĩ ũcio mandagĩtarĩ nĩ makoretwo makĩrathĩra arwaru mathaa thikũ ciumia ona kana mĩaka ya gũtũũra. Na nĩguo kwenjera kĩhumo na itũmi iria cicũngagĩrĩria arigitani kũrathĩra arwaru mahinda ma gũtũũra, tũgacemania na ndagĩtarĩ ESTHER NAFULA kuma thibitarĩ-inĩ wa MBICA kũrĩa akoretwo akĩrũmbũiya arwaru arĩa me hakuhĩ gũkua.
Scientifically we call it a survival rate. So when we read our medical journals, medical research, you'll often find something written survival rate of 20, 30%, 50%. So what that means is a group of patients with that diagnosis were followed up for a period of time, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and the number of patients that survived that illness is what constitutes this percentage.
Ndagĩtarĩ NAFULA oigĩte ũrathi ũyũ umanaga na ũthuthuria wa gĩsayansi ũrĩa wanekwo na ũrathi na mbere na gwĩkwo, gĩtũmi kĩa mbere arĩ mũthemba wa mũrimũ.
Disease first will inform us because there are some illnesses, for example among children, they could have what we call congenital anomalies. So it's a disease the child is born with, and we look at again how many children lived up to a certain age with this disease. And some of them that affect the nerves and muscles, the children do not live to adulthood.
Itũmi ingĩ ndagĩtarĩ aroraga atahete mũrwaru ihinda rĩa gũtũũra nĩ mĩaka, mĩikarĩre ya mũndũ na kana kũrĩ na motungata ma ũrigitani wa mũrimũ ũrĩa mũndũ arĩ naguo.
Someone who has, let's say, hypertension, diabetes, now maybe we've got one of their organs is failing, renal failure for example. A patient who lives a healthy lifestyle, that means someone who does regular exercise, someone who watches their diet, they are watching their weight, they are more likely to have a better outcome than someone who has obesity. Kĩũrio gĩkorwo nakĩo nĩ hihi ndagĩtarĩ NAFULA anarathĩra mũrwaru. I have never said it, but I have thought it because of these prognostic factors we're talking about. There are things we see in the patient when we're interacting with the patient, the symptoms, their lab results, their illness. And in my mind, I know that this patient has a limited time and I can kind of, in my mind, say it is this much time. Anxiety we create in the patient and the hopelessness. You can imagine if you went to see a doctor today and they tell you that you have 6 months to live. So you start picturing how you will not be there in July. Yet as human beings, it is hope that keeps us alive. The plans that I'm making tomorrow, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. That is what motivates me to wake up in the morning. NAFULA akĩregana na aruna ake arĩa makoretwo makĩrathĩra arwaru oigĩte Ngai nowe ũrĩ na kiugo kĩa mũthia. I know a lot of doctors tell patients you have 6 months, you have 2 years, you have 1 week to live. In palliative care space, we avoid doing that because there is no accurate way to predict. Remember, I started by saying our practice is informed by research. In that same research, you will find patients who have outlived that prognosis for factors that we are able to explain and sometimes we are not able to explain. Ndagĩtarĩ kũhe mũrwaru mahinda nĩ gũcũngagĩrĩria mathĩna maingĩ nginyagia kũrĩ family. We create anxiety, we create depression in our patients, and we make the patients and families to panic, and some start winding up their life and preparing to die. So what happens when they outlive the prognosis? Someone went and took a bank loan and then they're here 1 year later, or someone has even quit their job. We've seen it happening. Because I'm going to die in 6 months, I quit my job and start preparing to die. Then in 6 months, I'm not dead. My family that was taking care of me starts now to wonder, when am I dying?
Meme TV gĩkũhe ũhoro GITAU, GITAU wa WANJIKU.